it's okay if they call you all kinds of names. You wouldn't want such dumb fans anyway.
It was never meant to be.
So just know.
Oh, hi, Larry.
Oh, hi, Mark.
We're not alone.
I've got you a woman. Bad news, she's American.
We are strong.
Ladies and gents, I am a simp, loud and proud.
When we're together, this is so much more than what we've seen before. I mean, it's so much more over this on a game on YouTube.
Just killed a woman. Feeling good.
This is the internet. It's not that serious unless it's DNF. Just kidding, but what am I supposed to do? But sit here on YouTube and I feel like I'm gonna lose my mind. I got 20 hours of screen time. Nobody on Twitch is
You
online.
cry because of, Minecraft
And
roleplay.
then I miss one
You really
stream.
think about where you've gone in life.
And techno's locked with
I want a bell. Give
dreams.
me a bell.
Heck no!
Give me a bell.
And there's conspiracies.
I love the beans. I'm sorry.
But hey, Tabo's a bee. And all I know is Sapnap George, an awesome dude. Punk puns, Puffy, and Purple too. Tommy in it, Bad Boy Halo. Eric Bundy, Wilbur, Nicky, and Tabo. Skeppy Jack, and Quackity. Techno Blake, and that bell he needs. Connor fills a foolish Hannah, Carl Jacobs. Rambo, H. Mom, Simes, the cool, and at Brooks. And don't you think I forgot the man, our main character? Let's give him a hand. Boys and girls, won't you take a stand for the one, the only?
Callahan.
But for real though, this is so much more than what we've seen before. I mean, it's so much war, but at least it's better than what's going on the outside world right now. This is the internet. It's not that serious, but Tommy's traumatized and dreams in prison despised, and George is still at home asleep, and Callahan still doesn't speak, and then there's Sam and Quackity. They don't know about that Dream XD, and though it could have gone so well, Techno wished for a bell. So I'll sit here on YouTube with you.
Go outside and chunk it.
Sit here on YouTube with you. Sit here on YouTube with you.
Fuck you, Green!
I'll just sit here on YouTube with
Everything's
you.
just a joke to you, isn't it, George?
Oh, I was on mute. Sorry. Hi. If you didn't hear any of that. My name is Because Becca, and we're live streaming. Happy Saturday, everyone, with whatever time zone you're in. Happy. Good morning to everyone who is in the U.S., and good afternoon to everyone who's elsewhere. Hello. Let me open up the chat here so I can see who's here. Okay, we got Cold Storm, Captain Funky Frogs, Coco, but like Coco with like a K. Shadow Dust, Bumble, Kieran Gecko, Agent Ren, The Dark Knight, Christina. Oh, Christina, can you hear now? You should be able to. She said no sounds, but should be able to hear now. Yeah, I accidentally had my mic muted. I'm like, sometimes like paranoid, so I like extra mute things. Anyway, Sky Queen. Hello, Sky Queen. Yeah, cool. Hello, everyone. How's your day? How's everything going? I know for those of you who saw my post earlier this week about live streaming,
I said that we're going to be reacting to the podcast Markiplier made, I guess, or helped with, or something called The Edge of Sleep. However, I'm going to do a post for you guys. Yes, delay. Jim, Sky Queen says Jim. I'm gonna. What was I saying? What was I saying? Okay, I'm gonna do a poll for you guys. Because I was thinking about it, I've been getting kind of equal requests for 2 different reactions. So I'm going to put out a poll real quick, and then I'm going to read the chat a little bit while people are responding. What shall we watch? And the options today are going to be Edge of Sleep Chapter 1, because it looks like it's like broken up into chapters, and they're kind of long, and so I just want to have enough time. Or our second option is going to be the Anthony Padilla Markiplier interview that I spent a day with Markiplier. I think both of those are really interesting. So let's go ahead. Let's add. Oh, I have too many characters. It wasn't letting me. Okay. There we go. A key. There it is. I was like, it disappeared for a second. Oh, let me get out of the way of chat. And I'm going to move you guys over a little bit so you can see yourself better. All right. What's everyone saying? Good you. Glad to hear you are good, Coco. I'm doing good. I slept in longer than I anticipated, which is why this live stream is happening later than I anticipated as well. But I think it was good. I've been feeling like really a need for sleep lately. So, I feel like there are times where you're just kind of, I don't know, like in need of some rest, I think all the excitement of, the last month and YouTube has just really worn me out in like the best way, not like in a bad way. But yeah, he didn't make the podcast. He's just a guest on it. Gotcha. But it looks like The Edge of Sleep looks like there's like quite a few episodes. Is he in all the episodes or is he only in one? At work and sneaking watching right now. Sky Queen. She's sneaking it. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Jim, Paul, Jim. Everyone is Jim. When you join the live streams, you become an official Jim. I know I'm not Markiplier, but I've been granted that right by the fact that when he comments on a video of yours, he gives you the right to grant people Jim status. At work as well. Evelyn, look at my members working and joining the live stream. That's hilarious. Okay. Thank you, Bumble. 2K is crazy. I was just looking at it. So it was May 15th that we were celebrating our 1,000 subscriber and like making YouTube partner, which is crazy. And it was only a little bit before that we were celebrating 500 subs, and just like a week or two ago, we hit 2K subscribers. It's like so crazy, but it's so fun, and it's of course a lot of those are thanks to Matt Pat's giant shout out to me. You go, Glenn, go. It's hilarious. Hello, Joey. Joey's in the chat too, our other member. He's the main character in the show. Interesting. Can you see my tweet about Glitch? No, I'm actually not on Twitter, so I do not know what you are referring to. Distractible is Markiplier. Yes, I know he has Distractible as... Distractible? What the heck? Distractible. And like a few others. Okay, that's okay, Hammers. This will be available afterwards. I'm hopefully going to post it into a video as well. Also, if I don't do like the interview or Edge of Sleep, obviously I will do it in a video or another live stream. Thank you, Shadow Dust. Mark also has 2 podcasts. He's always on called Go My Favorite Sports Game. Okay, talking not well today. Ever, really, but really bad today. Go my favorite sports team and Distractable. Is the sports team the one I've watched Mark's animations where they're talking about sports, and I really appreciate it because I also do not watch like all the sports. Distractable is the best one. I have been listening to some of the Distractable too. I think maybe that's where they talk about the sports. Our discussions, not stories. Okay, so Edge of Sleep. I really don't know much about Edge of Sleep at all. No spoilers for those who do know, because yeah, I literally just got like a few comments and it seemed to be kind of continuous, and I was like, oh, people want me to see this. Okay, let's see how the poll's doing. All right, we have 30 votes, and it's been up for 4 minutes. So I'm going to give you guys 10 seconds, although there's a bit of a delay, so I'll give you like a little bit extra. But 10 seconds right now, put in your final vote, and then I'm going to end the poll. This is your your music. Everyone get your cup of tea, your cup of coffee, or, you know, whatever. Shadow dust dust, shadow dust dust, shadow dust dust. I've said your name 3 times now. Does that like unleash some secret curse or a blessing or a secret escape portal? Okay, cool. We're ending and now. Okay. So the results are, we had an astounding winner of 78%, the Anthony Padilla Mark interview. So I will still be reacting to the Edge of Sleep, but we're going to do the Padilla interview today. So that's what this has become. Drink water. I heard it's good. Drink water is very good. You should drink some water. I actually always start my day by drinking a cup of water, and I don't let myself get my cup of tea until I've had my cup of water, because if I start with tea, I'll never go back to water. And that's how it is. Peter is sleeping. If he might make an appearance later. Christina, did you just become a member? What? Thanks to Christina, our moderator. She's a member now. Yay. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. That means, what's so funny is I guess moderators don't get like the custom emojis on YouTube. They should really change that. Those are our custom emojis there. Because what if I don't know. I feel like if you're a moderator for the channel, like she can even like moderate comments on my videos and such. So like they should be allowed to have, I think, the perks. Cool. All right. You have asked for it. So this is what we're going to do. All right. Let me know. I'll try to keep an eye on chat. Let me know about sound issues or anything. Can I just pay you $5 in person? If you paid me $5 in person, I'd actually make more money than I do on here because of YouTube's fees. Oh my goodness. Your live stream is on my TV and on my phone, so I can use it. That's amazing. To be honest, I do that sometimes with Twitch because I don't like have like a keyboard for my TV. That's very strange that I'm on your TV right now. I feel like I'm like, this webcam is probably like not like looking that good on there. Oh my gosh. Anyway, hello to your TV. I feel like I should do some TV moves. Sorry. I haven't even drank all my tea yet. All right, here we go. We are going to watch this. Should we just skip the introduction? I feel like we should skip. No, because never mind. I don't want to miss anything. Okay, here we go. Ready? And interview time. Let me know if the chat also gets in the way. Cool.
Sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. Visit betterhelp.com/Padilla because sometimes existing is exhausting.
Pushing in, and I'm like, yeah, I feel that.
And you have to be awake.
Well, I don't know if I had to be, but I was.
My name's Anthony Padilla.
Quick note, real quick, for those who are watching live. if YouTube ends the live stream because of some sort of copyrighted music, move your camera around like the DVD logo. What? Wait. Wait, I actually want to do it. I actually have my camera halfway out right now because there's too much extra space. Can you guys see this? Is it going to hit the corner? Nope. Bump. Oh, behind the chat. I am the chat. Bump. 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 What am I doing? Good. Okay. I don't know why we did that, but we did it. Okay, putting myself back. Okay, if back to what I was saying, if YouTube stops the live stream, sorry, if YouTube stops the live stream because of copyrighted content, go back to my channel, refresh. I'll try to go live again. YouTube doesn't trust me still, and it's kind of annoying. However, when I upload these reactions, they almost like literally always have no problem. Like there's no copyright. So obviously whatever the issue is not actually that biggest of an issue. Oh guys, I can't. Why did I live stream? I can't talk. Oh, okay. It's okay. I have a broken brain. I'm going to make a video about that later, probably. I'll explain it later. Okay. Okay. Let's continue.
Yeah, and I spent a day with Markiplier to uncover the truth about how he went from financial desperation to amassing over 32 million subscribers and an unfathomable amount of money. He'll reveal how the immense pain, anger, and loss that he experienced in his childhood continues to shape who he is today. And he'll address how his work ethic is driven by acceptance of his inevitable death. Hello, Mark.
Hello, Anthony.
That's cool. They picked all the space pictures.
About you.
There's still people think that I cry in every video.
Why? Because there's a meme of you crying?
Exactly, because in those
He does
videos in the
cry a
past,
lot.
those videos got a lot of views.
So that becomes the image
To be honest, so far on my channel, I've cried like 3 times, so we're criers.
of what people think they
Exactly.
are.
So people think like they only saw that video and then they're like, oh, yeah, this guy only cries.
That's funny that the misconception is him always crying, given I've seen him more like raging than crying. I have seen him cry a lot, but I feel like there's a lot of clips of him throwing his chair or screaming at the thing, or I don't know. It's interesting also that on Misconception, he didn't say that people think I'm a masochist. Considering he's always clarifying how he's not a masochist and people think he's a masochist. So it's funny that that wasn't the first thing he thought of. I mean, maybe a little bit of like truth coming out there. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Like, to me, it's funny because the crying meme pops up all over the place. So I don't really care what people's misconceptions are because they don't know me and they never will.
Some people might say, that's easy
That sounded dark. They don't know me and you never will. Never.
for you to say. You have over 32 million subscribers. So many people love you and you just innately know that.
But the other side of that is that for strangers
Well, then
to
you
say
just
things
not
positively
remove this
about
up
me,
a bit.
I don't
Move the
take
chat
that
bit.
to heart either. As much as I want to say that like my fans know me because I share as much as possible about myself, they only see a window of me through their screen. In a similar way, even if they're
That's
singing
true.
my praises, saying I'm the greatest ever, some of that'll go to my head a little bit. But in all honesty,
it's-
I don't look at that either.
Yeah. If they see the bad stuff, well, you don't know me. But if you see the good stuff, you're so right. It's so true. Thank you. But no, I mean, it's kind of, if you're going to think of it one way, it is true the other way too. He's not a masochist. He just wants to see if his body can handle it. I loved watching his Poppy Playtime stream where he was like, I want to be a like funnel of hate or like a lightning rod or whatever of hate. He's like, it's not because I'm a masochist, it's because I want to see how much I can take. Anyway. Okay. Oh gosh. Shaped by
You said that you were
pain.
shaped
Pain.
by pain. What kind of things did you experience and how did it shape you?
Pain
real stuff.
transforming in my life was when I was in the hospital. Discovered my appendix is about to explode. The nurse
I remember
literally had my
that.
bed.
Hashtag he pooped. I don't know if it was that time because he's been in the hospital a couple times, but anyway. One will never know. Knows everything about him.
Your appendix is about to burst. Also, you have a tumor, but don't worry about that right now. And that's exactly how they told me. Trying to reel with
scary.
the understanding of like, I had a tumor. Like that not supposed to happen. It didn't hit
That
me.
not-
until I got the biopsy. They had me lay down in a CT, and then they start stabbing me.
Yeah.
Literally. The big metal thing was a biopsy like
Yeah,
probe
it's not a fun
that had a little grabber at the end of it. And then I'm in the machine, and they're just like pushing in, and I'm like, yeah, I feel that.
And you have to be awake.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know if I had to be.
They're like, oh, well, let's have him be awake for this.
It was in that moment that all that hit me. It was,
If they gave him the option to go to sleep, want to see how if I could just kidding. We're gonna stop talking about this, but for some reason it keeps coming up.
like, oh shit. This pain is not the worst thing in the world. This pain is necessary. This pain is actually essential to me getting better. I've had a few of those realizations in my life. One of the more recent ones. Do you watch Kirk's
Quick little tangent, because this is a reaction you're watching and not just this. We at my church, I'm part of a young adult group, and we were actually reading through a book about trials. And one interesting part that I just thought of and just wanted to share for fun is that it was talking about how like there are like circumstances in life, like bad things that are it's a bad kind of pain, right? It's a destructive pain. But then there's pain that like a surgeon inflicts, which is like kind of exactly what he's talking about. And this was like the metaphor of like a surgeon inflicting pain is ultimately to heal you, and how some trials like in life are that. Like the point is for it to heal you and make you better. So there's like good pain, destructive pain, and then there's, good pain, bad pain, destructive pain, and then good pain, like healing pain. And I don't know, that's really interesting that this came up and it made me think of that. Hello, Doctor Who Draws. Welcome. Okay. Shadow Dust Us will be back. Coco, I always come back. Oh, Afton in the chat. Okay.
Gesagt.
They had this video talking about the timeline of your life and how much time you spend with your parents. And they were saying like by the time you're 18, you've spent like 90% of your time with your parent. And to a lot of people hearing that sounds really bad. My dad died when I was 18. When I heard that was the most comforting thing I've ever heard in my life, because it meant I got 90% of the time that I would have had with my dad.
Oh.
Perspective is everything, because if I didn't know that, if I'd gone my whole life without ever knowing that, I would have gone the rest of my life wishing for a little more time with my dad.
Yeah.
That was the most beautiful thing that I could have ever learned that day or that year. That was wonderful. Loss or pain really paints a picture of what you need to do. And it's like, I am okay with pain because it's not the end, you know? I know the pain won't kill me, and I've been through a lot of pain,
Corey.
physically and emotionally, but none of it will stop me.
Okay. Oh, good freeze frame. Just quick thought on that. The thing about spending 90% of the time with your parents by the time you're 18, I honestly feel like for me in particular, I feel like I probably spent more in my 20s. I lived with my parents until last year, August. That's when I got this place. I bought my first own place. And I, like, through my 20s spent, I won't go into it here. My mom goes through a lot of really intense medical stuff. And I feel like I, especially through college, like have spent a lot more time with her in my 20s than I did like growing up. I don't know why it was that way. I feel like I was very involved in like middle school and high school with like a bunch of friends and stuff. And I definitely still am, but I don't know. It's just interesting. This man is a genius. Just look at his humongous brain. He is a genius. I mean, I don't know what the actual official term makes a genius, but he's creatively like, I don't know, I don't know how he writes the stuff he does. It's what doesn't kill you make you stronger. I've heard it so many times in the Corey. Okay, continuing.
Every time I try to push myself to do something more and bigger, the pain and the hard work, like they're synonymous. Life can be pain, but all that pain means that there's something better at the end of it. There's a payoff to it.
Turbulent childhood.
What was your childhood like?
So poor, couldn't afford anything. Christina, don't let her be modest. She deserves the favorite child medal. No. By the way, for anyone who doesn't know, Christina, who's my mod, is also my sister. I don't think I've ever actually said that. I'm not sure. I'm not the favorite child. I'm really not. Okay, look, Christina, you got married when you were 23 and moved out, and I was 20. So, and I'm still not married. So I've moved out now though, but I like just naturally was there. So I don't think that wasn't a like choice of mine. I don't think that means I deserve anything for that. So no. And also, you're stupid and I hate you, but thank you.
Tumultuous.
Lots of ups and downs, a roller coaster.
Except for the fun.
Just the terror.
I don't know, I was a kid playing in the woods eating mud.
You ate mud?
So poor.
Did you eat mud? There's nothing wrong with eating mud.
There's really not.
Oh, don't tell Tommy in it. He wants to eat the mud in Minecraft.
There's nothing wrong
You
with
get
eating
lots
mud.
of minerals.
Yeah.
Maybe too many.
Exactly.
What about bullying?
I got bullied a lot before puberty. After puberty, I got my muscles, so I stopped being bullied.
They were like, this guy could kick my ass. What were you bullied about?
Oh, being Korean. Kids aren't very smart, so they pick the one thing that they can
Yeah.
find, right? That affected me a lot more than I realized. I believe the term is called like internalized racism.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so you start to hate the things about yourself. And I hated those things about myself because I got bullied about it.
You believed that it was something wrong with you.
Exactly. Me as a kid, I didn't know being Korean was a good thing. So like not a lot of self-confidence, not like knowing anything
That's so
about
interesting.
myself that I could look positively on.
You said that you were a very angry teenager.
Oh yeah. A lot of times I remember coming
Rage.
driving home from school.
Oh my
just
gosh.
punching the air vent, and I wouldn't know why.
It was like just this urge to release.
So funny because I
Or
see him
what?
as such
just
a
like
happy
either
dude.
I was frustrated at something that happened in school or relationship bullshittery that doesn't matter. It's just like I was angry, and I was
But
like,
it matters so much at the time.
it does. It was everything at the time. I remember this one time I was driving home like so pissed off, and I think I was crying. There was this other car that pulled up next to me at a stoplight. He leaned out his window. He's like, and I'm crying. I'm like, "Fuck you, man."
You didn't have any other way to express it.
Pretty much, or I didn't know how. Like the thing, you grow up in this weird fleshy body, and it does weird chemical things, and you don't understand how to respond. sometimes.
Emotion? What the?
I know, right? Look
weird
at
way.
my penis.
That's an emotion too.
I'm so sorry.
You just told the internet to look at your penis.
No, that was not a command. That was
Oh.
an interrogative statement. I don't know what that means, but it sounds right. No one
Oh my
questions it. But that was one of the first things that I really started to try to take control of myself. I was like,
Oh, just a warning. I don't think you can see it. I had a migraine all week long, and my left eye's been twitching like through the whole thing. So if you see my eye just like go like that, it's not an emotion. It's just my eye doing that. It was just like twitching from laughing right there. So I just wanted to warn you. So
like my anger, because I really did not like where that led me. And at that point in my life, when as a kid do you look within yourself and try to understand who you are?
Never. It's all about the outside.
Exactly. And so really just this took years, right? Years and years of just like trying to understand what made me angry, why I got angry, how I responded to anger, and how to stop that from happening.
But if you're interested in hearing what Mark and I have to say without all this censorship, we've got an uncensored podcast version of the show down in the description, which you should click right the now. And this episode is sponsored by Surfshark VPN. Surfshark is an app and
all right, skipping the sponsorship.
why don't they want me to see it? So
That's a weird part to hop into. Is your eye okay? You also said something was your head earlier. Yes, my eye's okay. My eyes twitched for almost 10 years now. But it particularly gets worse when I'm having migraines, which I've been having migraines all week. My head's okay. I was actually I'm thinking about making a video about it. Long story short, I had a head injury a long time ago. Which has caused my migraines and a bunch of other stuff. So I was thinking about making a video, but like a very lighthearted, like head hurt, ow, broken brain. That's what I refer to. But I'm really okay. I'm really fine. I just wanted to warn you. So just in case if you see it, it's not like, because you know some people twitch their eyes on purpose to like show like an annoyed emotion or like I don't know. I just wanted you guys know in case there was like a weird part that came up that was like really serious and you just see like my eye twitching or something and you're like, why is she doing that? You know, or something. Anyway.
I'm gonna paint a picture for you, okay? So
Yes, no free promo. We've never had a sponsor. We're not giving them out now. Okay, how long is it?
keeping up with this series, you know that therapy has been really
2 sponsorships? Is he talking about 2? How much money is he making on this video? I also didn't know that you could do 2 in one. Here, let me just go down here and see if I can like see. Okay, here, like right here. Okay.
HELP.com/Padilla. Now, back to the world of Markiplier. You told me that your father helped guide your morality. In what ways did he establish that?
My dad was very much the kind of guy that never did anything half-ass, always do the right thing, admit if you're wrong, own your mistakes in every aspect. That was who he was. He never sat me down and taught me those lessons. It was just like, I saw him live that.
Sounds like you're describing yourself.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I'd like to think I embody that because that's just who he was. If he ever had a grievance with someone or like an argument with someone, he would let it go the next day. I think it's just because he realized what a poison it is to hold hate. And so when you have this thing that's holding you back from furthering your journey and discovering yourself, you suddenly freeze in everything you do.
The
What
art
drove
of
you to
blowing
first
up.
start expressing yourself through YouTube?
Just complete lack of control in my life. I realized
The way he
was
stared
not.
off into space was like so genuine, like complete lack of control of my life. That's so funny.
Accountable for anything. You can still fail no matter what you do.
Yeah.
So you might as well try something that you really are passionate about and care about because
Yeah.
at least you'll fail at something that you tried at. I saw these people that were doing things live action with videos and like making sketches and all that stuff. That's what I wanted to do at first. I didn't know how to hold a camera. I didn't know how to assemble a shot. I did something that I could do, which was make a Let's Play. I could play a video game. I can talk, kind of, and I can record and upload that. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you guys being here first. I literally, physically, would not be sitting in this chair right now if you hadn't uploaded videos.
Maybe it's the side of me that literally cannot take praise. When someone says praise to me, I'm just like, sorry,
Right.
what?
You
Ignores
had
it.
an impact.
Oh
whether
my
you like it or
gosh.
not.
Oh my
You
gosh.
did.
I love how that he says you had an impact, and that's the clip that they choose to use for that. That's hilarious. Also, fun fact: I was on YouTube at this time. My first YouTube channel, which I'm not going to tell you what it's called. I started YouTube in 2008 or 2007. I think it was July 2007. And I remember posting when like Smosh was like the biggest thing later or whenever. Because when I first posted, the only thing that was on YouTube was like Chocolate Rain, Let's Get Some Shoes, and that kind of thing. You're just seeing the reaction. Shadow Dust. That's okay. You can come back and listen to my rambles. Have to go, but you'll be back soon. Okay, bye, Doctor Who Draws. See you soon. You can come back. This VOD will be up, but I'll also edit into a video. But yeah, so it's so funny. Like, I don't know. I just feel like even though I only became a YouTube partner last month, I feel like I've been part of the YouTube community for a lot longer than that. Like, I don't know. YouTube's just been such a big part of everything. Yeah. Anyway, so it's really cool that you guys are here and watching this. So thanks. Let's party. What? Okay. Okay.
I'm here. The horrible things I do in the future.
I am not responsible for anything Mark does. Maybe it's some defense mechanism of mine.
I'm
but
only
like,
responsible for
you
the
would've
good
found your
things,
way
not the bad things.
Eventually, regardless of the influence that you did find.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You'll never know.
Yeah.
But I am here. And
Alternate
I'm here
universe?
for those reasons. So I can only...
You know what would be so cool? What if no one steal? I'm copywriting this idea right now. What if there was like a choose your own adventure show, but it followed YouTube, and based on like the decisions you make, change the universe like that you ended up in like who became popular on YouTube, like a show where you get someone who looks like young Mark and you get him to like play like himself, and then the decisions you make, like it could be all focused on Markiplier or like one YouTuber, and like the decisions you make alters like your ending. So if you follow the exact decisions that real Markiplier did make, like post Let's Plays, post this, do live streams, post every single day, like all this stuff, you would get to like the good ending, like the real ending, which is Markiplier as we know him today. But if you followed other steps, you might get to a similar ending or a different or totally different life for Markiplier than what you thought. It's mine. Sorry. Markiplier, call me. I could help you write this.
Only be grateful.
This was the first time that you felt like you were taking some control in your life. You were doing something that you wanted to do, something that you sought after.
Changed everything overnight. I uploaded one Let's Play of a whole game, Amnesia: The Dark Descent, and then I made a compilation video of it. Because I had seen other people make this compilation of scare reactions for Amnesia, and I was like, I want to do something like that. I really, truly don't think there's anything wrong with people emulating art.
Every single piece of art is influenced by another piece of art.
It's derivative. Everything. The human experience
Yes.
is derivative. That
Yes.
doesn't mean it's lesser because of it. That means it's greater.
It's necessary for evolution.
Absolutely. Yeah, you have to build on what comes before. And I'm using this to justify my shitty reaction compilation that I made. It is just as good as the other one. That reaction compilation got posted to Reddit, and it got like 3rd on the video tab, which is like gold. I got 100,000 views. I got 200 subscribers.
100,000 views
Quite a
translated into 200
Yeah, that was a sad thing,
subscribers.
right? But at the time, like, it was incredible. I remember
I mean,
my
it's
mom had
still
dragged
kind
me
of
to
the
church,
same.
and I was sitting in there, and my phone started going.
You had all your notifications on.
Comments, subscribe, like everything was on. So my phone just was like shaking violently and glowing bright.
That's similar to how it was when Matt Pat posted a thing. I was getting like a bunch of notifications from people being like, Matt Pat reacted to your video, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Well, that kind of puts it into perspective. That's how many people
Oh yeah,
it was.
exactly. It's hundreds of people that subscribed to my channel. The fact of the matter was, what really drove me from that moment was not about the people responding to it, the things that they were saying. It was the fact that I made something that was successful. It was the first thing that I had made that was worth someone's time.
When did you first start experiencing big success, constant success?
Five Nights at Freddy's was definitely a big moment. That would definitely be the moment that like things just really took off.
Yeah.
But before that, it was a strong, steady growth because I just couldn't get enough of it. You know, the memes of me crying all the time.
What were you crying about in the actual
What I was crying about is like someone made
Yeah.
a compilation of fan reactions thanking me for making
I remember
content.
that.
The reason it was so sad is because I had this realization when I was watching it that I would never be able to have a personal connection.
Because you were too big?
I got too successful. That is something that people don't realize how much it affected me because not a lot of people have that same connection with the audience they have.
Yeah.
I literally grew up as a human being with these people, and to know that I would never be able to have the kind of connection I had when I started, that was devastating to me.
You know, it's so interesting. Hang on, get off that screen. That makes me like, oh, that's not much better. Man, it's weird to watch this with no sound and see other people's comments. And thank you guys. Today is June 18th, 2022. I'm copywriting my idea. What the heck was I just thinking? Oh, that whole thing. So Jacksepticeye posted a thing recently where he was like, oh, I'm going to do a Q&A, you know, with people, write your question. And my question for him that I wrote in the comments was, you know, I'm, you know, a small, very, very small YouTuber now. And I feel like I have, like, I get to know your guys' names. Like Crispy Krishams and Hammers21 and Bumble, and I'll remember after this, I'll remember Shadow Dust and Coco. And there's also a really sweet lady named Lorian, I never know how to say her name right, who literally was like one of my first subscribers ever on Because Becca and commented on all my first videos and still messages me on Instagram. And I message her back, and I don't know, there's just like this little like, and Sky Queen, like I'll never forget the name Sky Queen, you know, like there's this little, you know, batch of names that I see, like my consistent commenters, and I'm not going to say them all right now, but I have them in my head. You know, I've gotten to not know you guys, but like there's that familiarity, you know, with like a small group. And so my question for Jack or Sean was, did you have a group like that when you first started, and do you still remember those names? Just curious. And I think if you were to ask Mark, he probably would be able to name off a few, like, of those people who were just really involved in his channel when it was small. And yeah, it's just really interesting. I also think the interesting thing about watching a clip, like a compilation of like a bunch of people like have made for you, would be so fascinating. I'm just thinking from the perspective of like the YouTuber, because like, again, I'm tiny and I'm not saying anything like, I need, like, I'm going to be big or anything. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is like I have, you know, there's like 40 people here right now, and me just sitting here in my house, it's like weird to, I guess, contribute like 40 people to like 40 faces of like people watching right now. And that's fascinating to me. Like, and I don't think I will, as long as I am doing this, will ever like get used to that, because to me, I try to just recognize like there are like 40 human souls like who have joined this today on their Saturday, and it's so cool. Like I'm so thankful that you are here, and it's just weird. Like if I had you all on a Zoom screen right now, like that'd be almost more nerve-wracking, you know, like what I'm doing right now. Although I'm not unaccustomed to being in front of people. Sky Queen, that is what I like to find. That is why I like to find small creators like you, Becca. It's hard to make a connection with big YouTubers like Mark. It's impossible, and it makes me kind of sad. You know, it is. That's why it's also so cool when like Mark like comments on a video, you know, or Matt Pat gives you like a shout out. Like it is like really cool to be noticed among the ocean, especially to be noticed, especially in regards to the Matt Pat thing, be noticed for like the hard work you've done. Like I cry again. It's like just so great. It's so great. But I don't know. So yes, Hammer's 21. Yeah, sorry, I'm getting all jumbled, but I don't know. It's fascinating. And I'm just so thankful for the small little group. When my first video on Because Becca ever reached, like one video reached like 5,000 views, but we were only at like, I think like 100 subscribers or something like that. There was like 3 or 4 people who were like commenting on all my videos. And I just remember being like, this is crazy. Like there's 3 or 4 people and they like show up to everything. Now I feel like we have a group of like, I don't know, like 20 or 30. And I don't know. It's just, it's cool. I'm gonna stop rambling. Yes, it is easier to have obviously one-on-one conversation, because you guys, when you're typing in the chat here, it's not like where you're just like, oh my gosh, I can't, it doesn't even matter what I put in, so I'll just put in, you know, F's in the chat, and like it just like goes crazy. And yes, Crispy Crushums. I'm sorry, I just love that name, Crispy Crushums. I'm probably not saying it right, but that's how I want to say it. Just Crispy Crushums. It's so good. Yeah, it is 1 million. So it's, oh gosh, messing up my mic. It's really cool when it happens. Anyway, okay.
Get into Unus Annus. Can you explain what the concept is for anyone?
Sure. Unus Annus no longer exists. It was a project that Ethan, me, and Amy, my girlfriend, where we uploaded at least 10-minute live action video every day for 365 days. And at the end of that year, we deleted the channel live. It's gone. And it is now gone. That might be the most profound thing I ever make in my life.
Even the idea of Unus Annus.
Unus Annus.
Annus, sorry.
No, I don't even know.
I was just trying not to say anus personally.
I don't think we even pronounce it. Whatever, it's close enough.
Unus Annus. The idea of it.
Welcome, Jay Harmond. I am glad that you are here too. It is chill. Sometimes we have some crazy fun. We get crazy. Or maybe it's just me. But yeah, overall, we're pretty chill here. And I think we're chill here because we never, I'm never going to be like, guys, if you ever see me make a video or a live stream where I am like, hey guys, welcome, it's a baby, you could be crazy, like where you see I'm just straight up being like fake and out of insane. Kieran Gecko, let's get crispy. That's amazing. Just be like, everyone comment, wow, she's lost her way or something. I don't know. Shame me out of it. What I mean by that is I never want to be like fake. So you're gonna, whatever I am in the moment, you're gonna get.
It is so profound, this idea of I am going to put all of my energy into something because I know it is finite. Do you feel like that idea translates into the way that you think about life? Has it impacted the way you think about life, or has the way you think about life impacted
He is such a good
One thing that
interviewer.
I
That's a
also learned
fascinating
from the moment
question.
that I was on that table getting stabbed in the back is that my life was finite. Period. I did not know if that tumor was cancerous. I have had a heart attack. I could have died.
I didn't know he had a heart
Like, so many things in my life have been little wake-up calls. And for me, the greatest purpose of my life is to make stuff, make art, put it out in the world, and see what I can do before I die. When it comes down to making videos, for me, it's not just about the videos. It's about leaving a mark on the world before I go.
No pun intended.
Oh, Mark. I can't wait
That's interesting.
to see what's going to inspire the next generation of content creators. Inspiration is the most valuable currency that humanity will ever have. It's so hard
Wow.
to define. It's
Mark, what the? How many quotes is this guy going to have? Inspiration is the most valuable currency. What did he say?
inspiration
Is the most valuable currency that humanity will ever have. Wow. It's deep. So deep.
is the most valuable currency that humanity will ever have. It's so hard to define. It's so hard to capture. It's lightning in a bottle. But
Yes, Who Killed Markiplier bloopers reaction should be premiering at 1. And that's when I'm planning to hopefully end this stream and send you all over there so you can see the premiere. I put it as a premiere because that's the only way that a live stream will redirect you to something. But yes.
It's neural pathways.
exactly, it's just
little
nonsense up here.
electrical.
But this just can be turned into a real thing that makes someone else's brain go, and then they will come up with something else, and it just echoes. But I love making things that people feel. Like with Unus Annus, when it ended, people felt
Oh, yeah.
it. People
Yeah.
felt it. When you feel it.
The end of In Space with Markiplier. We all felt that. Oh, I'm tired, Captain. Oh, like, so good. Also, so I went to, oh gosh, sorry if my mic's like freaking out. I think it's just my headphones. But I went to business school, and one of the things I learned in lay business school was, because I had a focus on marketing, because that's what I feel like every like creative person does when they need to get like a normal degree. They're just like, I'll just do marketing. So one of the biggest things I remember learning was if you post something, like if you are a brand or an artist, or you're trying to sell something on the internet, you're a small business, whenever you post something, the goal of the post should either to be to educate, inform, or entertain and make people feel something. And that is always the main goal. You should never post just to post, like whatever, because you're just like, I just want to share this thing. Like, you should always post with the goal of giving information or entertaining / making people feel something. And I just thought that was always really interesting. And ultimately, we also learned that ultimately people are not going to buy what you're selling. They're going to buy what you believe and what you are like. And I think that makes a lot of sense, right? Because there on YouTube, especially, you can watch one YouTuber. There's probably a billion reaction channels, and not a billion, but eventually, and like so many Let's Players. But ultimately, we watch who we watch because we're watching usually for them, not for the thing. Because if it's the thing, you've got so many options. Now, to be honest, there are times where there's a specific something and I will watch some people's reactions, and I'll go through a couple YouTubers just because I want to see what different people's reactions were, and I won't return to that YouTuber. And I'm sure there's a lot of people who've passed through my channel doing the same thing. But ultimately, when you click with someone, then you're like, I don't know, you're not buying necessarily what they're offering anymore. You're buying what they like believe, in a sense. And I'm getting lost in my own trail, but you get it. I remember talking to my friend about Unus Annus during Halloween and us talking about grief. It was one of the most profound and genuine conversations I had. That is really interesting. Yes, back after back today. Haven't gotten over Unus Annus. I don't think I ever will. It was nice. I know, we're getting deep this stream. Yeah, and Anthony is very good. He's gotten, I don't know. I think I really fell in love with his interview videos when he did the one with Dissociated. I really love Dissociated. I feel like they have just really opened my eyes to DID, dissociative identity disorder, in a way that I didn't know before. And I'm all for, like, when it comes to learning about, like, psychology, like, whatever, like, learning about it usually is just going to increase your compassion. And in my opinion, anything that increases compassion is a good thing, because I can't imagine it not being. I think compassion is important. Evelyn, I found this channel by looking around for people reacting to In Space. Thank you. I meant to do this, but I did it with one hand. Thank you. I think a lot of people found it then. A lot of people, like, a chunk came from In Space, and then a chunk came from the Matt Pat thing. Not that you're just a chunk, Evelyn. You're very important to me. You are your own person and very important. But I literally, like, posted a video about my sleep paralysis, and at the time it had, like, I think, like, 15 views. And then literally the next video was, like, all of a sudden, it literally had, like, 100 views for, like, 4 days. The In Space was right after that. And then all of a sudden, like, 30,000 views, just, like, out of nowhere. And if you still go back and you look at it, my sleep paralysis video still has, like, 100 views, and there's, like, 34,000 on the In Space one. So it was just this, like, massive, like, my analytics went, like, which was crazy, because I literally just wanted to react to it because I was excited for it and thought it would be fun, kind of like a game, because you get to, like, pick stuff. And here we are now. Look at how far we've come in the Markiplier reactions. Yeah, the In Space, you probably wouldn't have come across channel and subbed. Well, I am glad that you're here. And just think, with some videos I'm working on right now, just think of the people who are not yet here, that could be here. Yes. I love you guys. I so appreciate it. All right, let's continue on. I could just, like, this whole stream could be just chatting with you. But let's continue with the task. We have 23 minutes until the premiere of the next video, and I want to try to get through this, and we're only 15 minutes into this. All right.
That goes beyond language. Words are translations of feelings.
Yeah.
We try to express those feelings to each other. But when you feel something, that's like a common human experience. When people, like, look at something that I make and they feel a sense of wonder, when they feel a sense of sadness, when a profundity.
Words can never accurately convey a feeling, a struggle. I mean, they get close. It goes so much deeper than that.
Yeah.
And we're all learning about little factual things with just a couple words to describe such deep, profound feelings that you had to be there to fully understand.
All right, last little rant. So I write songs about YouTubers, but I also have a lot of songs that I have written for me over many years. Free, which is on my channel because Becca with the lyric video, is one of them that I wrote when I was 15. And I'm working on a lot of my own stuff as well that I want to release, not with the goal of becoming a pop star, becoming, like, a big artist, but just simply for the fact of, like, I have written these songs for me and they've been very helpful to me. And I feel like, I don't know, I just don't want them to sit with just me. I feel like they could potentially help someone else too. So I want to release them, but I want to do them in the right way. However, I have always felt like I am really awkward and really bad about talking about hard things. But I always felt like I could put them in a song. You know, it was so much easier to say what I wanted to say in music than sitting down and saying it. And so it's really interesting, like, words, even though those are words, it's an art and it feels easier. Oh my goodness. I don't know how to say it. Magnino Alex too. Thank you so much. That is so kind and generous. Oh, thank you so much. That's so nice. Thank you. I so appreciate that. I really, really do. Every single, like, dollar and bit I get from this is crazy. That's so crazy. Thank you. I don't know if I'll ever get used to, like, people, like, donating. That's insane. Thank you. You're the first donation in a while, actually. So thank you so much. Yes, someone donated. Yes. And I noticed it quickly, guys. I wasn't, like, super behind. That is so cool. Thank you. Yes, got it right. Magneto Alex too. That was really cool. It's kind of like Magneto, but Magneto Alex too. So cool. Well, let me make sure I didn't like miss any other important messages. Okay, good. All right. Thank you. I don't even remember what I was saying. It wasn't important. Let's continue. Oh, whoa. I feel like I just got slapped in the face with that. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Wow. Magneto Alex, you're so generous. Oh my goodness. Thank you. With those $5, you could have become a channel member and gotten, what am I thinking? Things. But I really appreciate that. That is so, wow. Gotta use Uber, no car. Yeah, otherwise would do like a 20. That is, wow. That's incredibly kind. Thank you so, I don't, thank you. I so appreciate that. That's really kind because so on YouTube, you have to meet a certain, even though I'm a YouTube partner, you have to meet a certain threshold for getting paid for the month, and I'm not there yet for this month, for June. So and we were getting kind of close. So thank you so much. That helps me. Thank you. Thank you. Can't. Okay. All right. Cool. Neat. Yes, Agent Ren. Very cool. Christina's sending all the parties in the chat. Very cool. Okay. Christina, also I love how you became a member because you had to pay. Anyway, okay. Thank you, Magneto Alex. Everyone in the chat, say thank you to Magneto Alex too, or Magneto Alex. But two, why two? It's very interesting. It's like the Invincible 2. Is there a Magneto Alex 1? Anyway, okay, we're continuing on. Thank you. Okay, sorry. Guys, I keep getting refocused. Oh my goodness. Cold Storm. My first dono was 1. Is that euro? I never know how to say it. Second, 2, and now 3. Thank you. Is that euro? I don't know how to say it. The gym. Thank you, Cold Storm. You are so generous as well. That is so crazy. Everyone say thank you to Cold Storm too. You guys are so generous. Thank you. That is so sweet. You're going to leave real quick. Okay, bye, Coco. Let's keep this going. No, it's okay. You guys don't have to keep it going. But I so appreciate it. Oh, my word. I just laugh. Awkwardly. That's my reaction to generosity, is just laughing. It's just like, oh. Christina says, my only ask as a member is that Charlie/Sammy emoji gets made. Charlie and Sammy is her dogs. Oh my gosh. Can we make one? Charlie has a lazy eye. Can we make one with Charlie with his like eye way off? Welcome back, Coco. Joey! Oh my gosh. Guys. Oh, Sky Queen. Oh no. You guys are gonna ruin my eye makeup. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Sky Queen. Thank you, Joey. Joey and Sky Queen are both members, so thank you. And thank you, Cold Storm. And thank you, Magneto Alex. Magneto Alex. There's almost like 20 now. I know, they're making up for you. Just kidding. Oh, guys, I'm actually wiping off my eye makeup. I've become a member, but there's a weird glitch where the join button doesn't show up for me. Oh, that's interesting. That's okay. Oh, let me move the chat over so we can see your sticker. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Stop crying. Okay. Guys, we have to finish this thing in like 14 minutes, and we have like 14 minutes left to this. We gotta play it. Oh my gosh. Crispy. Oh, thank you, Crispy. Crispy Krishams. Someone started a dono train. I know. I wish it was like Twitch and there was like a hype train and you got like special things. You know, YouTube needs to do that. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to have accurate words because I feel like rambling is like not enough to say thank you. Not old enough for a credit card. That is totally okay, Eve. Wow. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. That is like really that is really awesome. You guys are so nice. I don't know why. You're so nice. Oh gosh, you guys are so nice. I literally like I said, I've had a YouTube channel since 2007 and growing up on YouTube, I mean, I was like a kid and I like people were not nice. So I'm used to the like craziness and if I could get focused chat, take my money. Exactly. So with this whole Because Becca and Because Becca Be Becca thing, I was expecting like when I started the Because Becca channel to kind of face the same thing. But like you guys are so like not my previous experiences. And not to say that it won't ever be that way, but I mean this last like 2 months I've just been like so weird. You guys are so kind and generous and I just really appreciate it. I'm not gonna cry. I'm gonna get known for crying. It's good to spread some positivity. Thank you. That's what I want to do as well. I was talking to my mom the other day and I was like, you know, I feel like if I were to make like a drama commentary channel based on like around the drama of YouTube, I was like, I feel like I could grow so much faster. Like I could like get tons of subscribers really fast if all my videos were like on tea, like the tea and the drama and this person did this. Bye hammers, everyone say bye to hammers. But I was like, that's not what I want to do. That's not like the kind of thing I want to be a part of. I want to have like a more positive like base and it's hard to do that sometimes. Not that I'm naturally negative, but it's just people like negative. They click on negative. So just harder on like a growth standpoint. But you guys are all so wonderful. And I think, you know, I don't know. You guys are giving me spill the tea. I got all the tea. I'll give you guys like my filming experience tea. Bye, Magneto Alex. Thank you so much again. That was so kind. All right, we got to get back to this. But just know I'm incredibly grateful. Okay. Oh, okay, focus. Here we go.
Understand. And that's kind of a similar idea with Unus Annus.
That's what we like to say whenever someone's like, ooh, what's Unus Annus? You had to be there.
You had to be there.
You had to be there, and you weren't. Amassing a fortune.
How did your financial situation
all the
change
donations. I'm a
going from
fortunaire
childhood
now.
to the way you live now?
When I was a kid, you know, we didn't have a lot of money, but it didn't really matter. You know, the most memorable Christmas I had was not one where we had a million presents. It was one where we had one present. And it was a box of StarCraft. And I remember my dad was incredibly sad that he was not able to get us presents. Our tree was like a little like 3-foot fake tree. And to him, it was that, to me, most memorable. But going from that to then growing up and our financial situation got stable, we were totally fine through teenage years, you know, and then college. Outside of campus, they had a free promotion for a free pizza if you signed up for a credit card. That should explain my spiraling debt that I got into. You
got your free pizza?
Oh, yeah.
How'd it taste?
Bad. Cold. It was not worth it.
Just some Chuck E. Cheese pizza.
Free pizza. Here's a $2,500 credit limit. Have fun, college kid. Don't buy booze. When I was legal age.
Up to 21 years of age.
Old.
I froze? Am I frozen?
I'm going into like very bad debt. Couldn't even afford an apartment anymore. Moved back in with my mom. Medical bills, all this nonsense. Number one, my brother actually paid off my credit card. Like before I even did YouTube, he actually was the one that told me about Let's Plays. Then I was able to pay off my debt, and then I was able to buy a.
Also, I just realized that like my face is literally right over Mark's face this whole time when it gets to there. Let me I'm gonna move myself to right here. I don't know if that will be good or not, but I just realized I'm like literally right over his face, and I'm gonna bring you guys down a little bit. Okay.
Car. I got my own apartment. And from that moment on, when I had my own apartment, I was pretty much set. Like, what else did I want? I had my health at the time and freedom. Like, I couldn't want it anymore. And then I got a lot more money. Like, people don't understand just how much money falls out of the YouTube bucket. Like, it's unfair. I'm not trying to brag or anything. I've wrestled with this a lot over the years. Just how much money I suddenly fell into. It messed with me.
this stream, I'm feeling it. Oh my gosh. But I'm just saying, like, from the YouTube ads.
I knew what it was like to not have. And then suddenly I had way more than I ever needed. And I was like, what do people even do with this?
Right.
What do you do?
I donate to charity.
Okay, so you give a lot of it away. If you got too much of it, let's get some of this out of here.
Don't get me wrong, I
is
have a nice
good.
house, I have a nice car. I'm going to be comfortable the rest of my life unless I make some real bad decisions. I might.
You can.
You have an unfathomable amount of money, is what you're telling me.
Yes.
You don't hear many people openly say that, you know?
It's true. People know how many views I get. My channel has had 17 billion views.
Man,
17 billion
17
views.
billion views in my
that's
channel.
insane.
That's insane.
We've had like 170,000.
Yes!
It's crazy.
That's what I'm saying!
That's unfathomable. Like,
Yeah,
absolutely
17 billion.
unfathomable.
I know!
Especially when you get $1
times
per
the
view.
world.
Exactly!
No, you don't get $1 per view.
What do you think
Becca
you would
equals
be like if you
Markiplier.
suddenly were to lose
Maybe
it all?
I'm just an alter ego.
Wait, why?
I love the idea of starting over.
Really?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Does that mean that you would make different choices and you want to do it again?
No, it's an opportunity to do something else. Like, imagine suddenly YouTube exploded. What I'm left with is everything I've learned since that moment.
Sounds like a survival
Still have
show.
that. And I am confident enough in myself because of how much I've pushed myself through
Welcome back,
that I
Coco.
would be able to face anything and I would find something else creatively to do
Yeah.
or something completely different that I would be passionate about.
Does that make you navigate life with a sense of freedom? You're not
Mm.
beholden to this idea that things need to be this way and they need to always be this way?
I mean, no, I was in a hole for 4 years. You couldn't even reach out to me
Yeah,
in 4
no.
years. So no, I wouldn't say I have freedom now or feel a
was
sense
he in
of
a hole?
freedom. Because I know that probably won't happen, so I don't count on that. What I do have now is a sense of responsibility of I do have what I have, and I do have this audience. And it's just like, that's because I wanted it to be great, to make something that people could really, really enjoy.
It sounds like you devote so much of your time and energy into these things. What is it that drives you to give every single thing you do all of it?
Because I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, making my song videos even with no one
so many
watching.
times when
It was
people come
like,
up to me, it's like, "Got a great business
I
idea.
just want to make
All you
it.
gotta do is put your name on it. Tell your audience about it. You'll make millions." And I say, no, thank you. I'll go on. Because what's the point? If I'm making something, it's because I really love it. And I
Yeah,
really
otherwise
believe
just
in
get it.
In some ways, is that
Another
a
job.
curse? Because you end up giving so much more of you, so much more of your time and energy than you had planned on initially.
it. Yeah, it'll probably kill me someday.
Do you get blurry?
Yeah,
Are we like
probably.
having
You
issues?
think that overwork may be the thing that takes you out?
But overwork has already tried.
Do you think that stress has contributed to your health issues that you've experienced?
Absolutely. 100%. I don't have time to really like exercise as much as I should, eat as well as I should,
feel
make
that.
the good choices that I should. You know, my social relationships suffer because of it. I say a lot of these things and I speak really positively about it, but like I
There's a
would
cost to
not
everything.
want anyone to follow in my footsteps too closely because it has cost me.
You've said that you don't feel like you're a very good friend. Is that because of
cost
your
to
work
reward.
ethic?
What'll happen is like people will text me and I'll see it on my phone. I'll be like, I gotta get that, and then I'll do something else.
I mean,
and
I
you
do
know,
that
it's
now.
not even like I'm always working all the time. I'm not a machine. I take breaks all the time. I play video games on my own, but it's like
Yeah.
I'm selfish in a weird way. Either I'm working on something that I want to work at, or
Yeah.
I am justifying not interacting with my friends because I'm taking a break from all the work that I put into my own project. There's only so
My
much
breaks
in
often
my
include my
day
friends,
pie that I can split up for these various different things. And so when it comes down to friendships, it's like trying to make time for that is difficult.
Most addictions, in many ways,
Hmm.
are a distraction from something else. They are filling a void that's
Hmm.
within you.
Yeah.
Do you feel like your addiction to work is filling anything?
A sudden sense of purpose when you had none before. As much as I say, like, you need to be able to let go and move on, I am locked into that feeling. I don't want to let that go. I would love to do this till the day I die. If I suddenly was unable to do anything that I wanted to do, that would terrify me.
And is that a sense of purpose, or is it a sense of value that you place on yourself? I'm only
Really quick, just want to say AC Music 101. Hi, Becca. I'll keep this short. Found you through space, was watching you on my TV. Hello, TV. And TVs intimidate me. And personal account, but couldn't figure out how to comment. So this is on my computer through my channel account. Hopefully I'll launch videos sometime this year. Anyway, you're one of my inspirations right now. Thank you. And still couldn't keep it short, darn it. AC Music, thank you so much. That is incredibly kind. I'm glad that anything I do can inspire anyone towards anything that they want to do. I have a lot of inspirations myself, so that is incredibly sweet. Thank you so much. That is, yeah. My love language is words, so I like words. Anyway, okay, sorry.
As good as how much I positively impact the world.
It's not one of those things where there's one answer. It's like, yes, I have a sense of purpose. Yes, I have a standard I hold myself to. And yes, my self-worth is pretty much nailed to my ability to put my ideas into the world. Because it all stems from within. I see my own self-worth in what I make. And that's why I always have to push myself to make more. I have to see this growth in myself because it's also never good enough. I don't look back critically on my past projects and being like, that was terrible. But
wholesome stream.
It wasn't good enough.
I feel like it's
but
always
also,
so wholesome.
you know, my life isn't in shambles. I think I have better control, a little bit better than I was. That's why I reached out to you. Yeah. And I'm starting to like put my head up in the world and be like, I'm alive!
I'm alive. I know, I really liked his videos coming back.
Yourself into your work. Where do you draw the line between Mark and Markiplier?
I try to make sure that I remember that when you put out content, you are drawing from the well of your life and you're pouring it into a video, right? You scoop out a little more and you pour there. And eventually the well runs dry. You don't have any more life that you have lived that is going to be new to put into a video. But you will not be any more of a human. You will not have lived more life. Even if time has passed, you have not done new things. You have not seen new things. That's why I think when people burn out is because they realize this kind of like emptiness inside of them. The purpose for which they were drawing from the well is kind of like lost, and now they're kind of like wondering, like, I did this before and it was working great for so long, why is it broken now? And they just need to go live life. They need to learn, they need to have experiences, they need to move, they need to go do things. With me, I try to like conquer that by trying a bunch of different things. I do these interactive things, I do sketches, I do gaming videos, I do shitpost videos. My number one most viewed video is Meow.
I know he hates
350 million views.
You hate it?
I hate that it's so successful. I don't hate it, it's bullshit, and I knew it when I made it. But I made a big show. Watch that one 350 million times.
Dude,
you have
that's
no
how I feel.
idea how many people are inspired by Meow. Their entire lives are different because of it.
That's a bad future. That's a dark multiverse over there.
I posted a video of me like in a bear costume and it got like thousands of views. And I was like, but my songs, go watch the song.
Doesn't mean that you have a debt that you need to pay to the universe. You exist
Mario.
whether or not you let yourself be stressed out about those ideas, about what it means to exist.
Damn!
Yeah?
I said that?
Some profound
Like,
shit.
that's so smart.
But what you were basically getting at is that just because you exist doesn't mean that you constantly owe someone or something something about you. Existing is enough.
You don't owe the world to make anything. Like, as much as I'm like, yes, make content, make what's in your mind a reality, you don't have to. No one has to. No one's gonna make you. And it's just like what I was saying, is like, you can drift through life and you will get from beginning to end. For me, I found purpose in trying to steer myself through that current of life. I think that's important for people to realize, is that they have the capability to do that, not the obligation. But also no one is forcing them. So no matter how much you want to paddle, no one will make you paddle except yourself.
You just finished a huge project. Would you say this is your biggest project yet?
By far.
In space with Markiplier. It is absolutely bonkers. The production value in every single aspect of it. I can't even break down every single detail, but
especially
it feels
that ending CGI.
flawless.
Definitely I see the flaws, but I don't think of them as negatives. I love this concept of what people have been saying, especially in the promotion and the release of it.
That's very
like,
sweet.
This looks like a movie or a TV show, not some silly YouTube thing. That perception is still out there.
It's still there?
It's still there, And then when people see it, they're like, wow, this is like a movie. You should make a movie. And I'm like, bitch, I made 3 movies in
for real,
one
though.
movie.
That is insane.
Yeah, it's huge. There's like 90-something videos. maybe
The
like
mainstream
89
media,
videos.
like,
It's the biggest thing I
perspective
made,
is
and it's
gonna
the most
change, though.
complicated
I
thing.
see
And
it
my first
shifting.
time working with a, I could talk for hours about just like the process of working with that and not going. I never went to film school. I was doing everything, and it was great. Like, 'cause that's the thing that people don't realize about YouTube is like we do all this shit ourselves. We actually know a lot of it. I didn't know the terminology. I didn't know why I wasn't allowed to move the lights, but I definitely like had my foot in the door in terms of all that, and I was able to communicate with
The
all the
BTS.
people working on the show. It was so complicated, and the way we filmed it had to be so optimized. They didn't know what the show was.
So much of it was special effects.
Yeah.
So much of it was done in post that they didn't even know how it was going to look.
Yeah, I owe all of that post-production special effects stuff to Corridor Crew because their VFX React series, YouTube circling back again. It's like YouTube helping in ways that you would never know. But it taught me the linguistics I needed to talk to the VFX supervisor, to understand
Christina,
what
if you're
I was
there,
asking
yep.
him, to know whether or not I was asking for impossible things. The only way that this project could have ever been made is because I was able to
Thank you.
communicate with everyone at every level.
What is it about doing what you do that brings you the most joy?
Seeing the progress I made.
With yourself, with your project?
All of it, you know, with myself, with like my audience, seeing that I've actually had kind of an impact on the platform as a whole. I've seen myself progress, and every time I release one of these projects, it is just the most profound sense of fun. It's fun. It's so fun to see people enjoy.
Just
it.
ignore the
It's
bot.
so fun to see people really respond. There's people understanding what you make, and then there's people feeling.
I spent a day with Markiplier, and one thing that really sits with me is his relationship with fear. How he welcomes it, and simply existing doesn't mean that you have an inherent debt to pay off to the universe.
I love how he always ends his videos with like a summary, like a end of a thing, like a end of a essay. Anyway, we're gonna end it there real quick because my other video is premiering right now. Yeah, I've never seen a bot go on live before either. I've had a couple on the channel that I've gotten rid of, but thank you, Christina. That was a lot happening quickly though, because it was a bot, so kind of overwhelming. But yeah, just ignore them. Sorry for that. But anyway, my other video is premiering right now, so I'm going to end the stream, and it should, I have a redirect, so it should redirect you there if you have time and you want to see my reaction to that. This was so cool. I loved this. I loved talking with you guys. It's so fun. I love doing lives with you guys. It's so cool to just, I don't know, just get that back and forth with you live. It's so fun to me. Thank you all so much for all of the donations. They were incredibly kind. I just want to thank again Crispy Krishams. I want to thank Sky Queen. Sky Queen, you are like just so generous. You stopped giving to me. Joey Reynoso, sorry. Cold Storm, and Magnino Alex too. Again, thank you all so much. You're incredibly kind and generous. I'm gonna go ahead, and the stream should redirect you to the video premiering now. It might be a minute late, but let's all face it, I ramble for the first minute of those videos anyway, although I think you can go back anyway and restart it. So much love to you. I just thank you, and yeah, okay, we're going to end now. Farewell. No, I'm sorry, go. We're ending now. We'll do more live streams later, and I have some more videos coming out. So, and working on some videos for the main channel. Okay.